Oh my alarm didn't go off. Oh well, it's a good thing we're having breakfast in bed, right? So, thank you for supporting Avenues for Youth and attending Building on Dreams. Your support means a great deal to all of us. Paul Bloom, Fox 9 News.
Good morning, and thank you for having breakfast with us.
Good morning. Welcome to Building on Dreams. Timberline Partners is extremely proud to be a sponsor for this morning's breakfast. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning. My name is Vicki Erickson. I'm with Tupline Federal Credit Union. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for joining us for breakfast. The ladies and I have some fresh eggs we're going to be cooking up.
Welcome to Building on Dreams.
Good morning. Welcome to Building on Dreams. And thank you for joining me for breakfast this morning and supporting Avenues for Homeless Youth. As you know, Avenues has been a big part of my life over the past decade. They do amazing, amazing work. And I know that they will put every dollar we earn this morning to good work. So thank you for joining me. I miss you all a lot. Look forward to seeing you soon, and enjoy the program. Thanks.
Welcome. Good morning, fellow Dreammakers and future Dreammakers. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having breakfast with us.
Welcome to Building on Dreams.
Welcome to Building on Dreams. Thank you for having breakfast with us.
Thanks for having breakfast with us.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for breakfast. Welcome to Building on Dreams.
Thank you for having breakfast with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having breakfast with us.
Good morning. This is Howard, welcoming you to our Building on Dreams virtual breakfast meeting. My cup of coffee, my pajamas. Okay, I don't really wear pajamas, but I don't think I could post a video without something on. Anyway, thank you for joining me at my table for this very important event. I greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for joining Building on Dreams.
Good morning. Thanks for having breakfast with us this morning. Glad you could join us.
Thanks for having breakfast with us.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi everyone, it's Sarah Blood. During this time apart, I just want to thank you for taking the time to get together for Building on Dreams, supporting Avenues for Homeless Youth. Complete with gray hair from the COVID. But I first got involved with Avenues back in 2006. My church at the time had done a listening project, and we found that 32 youth were homeless in St. Louis Park in any given night, and that just floored me, and I just really thought that shouldn't be happening in my backyard. So fast forward to today, and I've served on the board, I've volunteered, I've worked on committees. You've probably heard me ad nauseum tell you what a great organization is, and that I hope that you would support them. So thank you for supporting them. Thank you for being here today, and thank you in this mission that no youth in Minnesota should have a place not to call their home, regardless of what their family situation is, their orientation, their color, whatever. We have a duty to take care of the future of our state, and that's why we're here. So thank you for being with us today in this time apart. I'm glad we can get together, and just much love to you all, and be safe. Thank you.
Welcome to Building on Dreams.
Thank you for having breakfast with us.
Thanks for having breakfast with us.
Welcome to the
breakfast.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
For having breakfast in bed
with us.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Building on Dreams. This is a breakfast in bed event, so I invite you to warm up your breakfast, get comfy, and settle in to spend about an hour with us. This is our first ever virtual event. If you have any technical difficulties with the Zoom, Feel free to watch this on your own using the link in the chat box. The program is also available on our donations page. Every night in Minnesota, 6,000 young people experience homelessness, and we only have beds for about 15% of them. Minneapolis Avenues is one place that young people can go. Young people come to us for a number of reasons. The majority of the youth that we support have experienced poverty, abuse, or mental health issues, and systemic racism, homophobia, or transphobia. These adversities have only intensified during the pandemic. Youth-specific programming and shelter is more important now than ever. Today we're going to talk a lot about what it means to be journey-oriented, trauma-informed, and strengths-based. Avenue's mission is to partner with youth experiencing homelessness to achieve their dreams. We do this by walking alongside them on their journey, providing them housing, supports, and the guidance they need to get to where they want to go. And thankfully, we're able to do that even with the COVID-19 pandemic happening. The pandemic has had a tremendous impact on Avenues and the youth we support. Youth are understandably anxious, but staff are doing an amazing job of modeling calm and self-care. We've been able to increase our therapist's hours so that she is available to youth as they need her. In our shelters, staff and youth are practicing social distancing and wearing masks in the common spaces. All staff who can work from home are doing so. We've also canceled most of our volunteer shifts. We really miss our volunteers, but we are trying to keep traffic into the houses as low as possible to keep everyone protected and safe. And it's working. So far, we have not had a single young person or staff person develop symptoms that would require them to get a COVID-19 test. We're grateful to our amazing supporters who have made over 200 cloth masks. We've been able to give multiple masks to every youth in each of our programs along with the staff who support them. Our community has also stepped up to donate arts and crafts supplies and games that can be played at a safe distance. So even during this challenging time, our houses are full of laughter and music and community. Our Connect staff are having Zoom dinners with youth and hosts, and our young families are sheltering in their own apartments with lots of virtual support from the Young Families staff. This is quite a journey we're on, but we're used to that at Avenues. Being journey-oriented is at the core of our work. Every young person at Avenues has their own story and their own history that led them to us. We recognize that we are just one stop along their way. Today, we're really excited to give you a rare glimpse inside of our programs. You will journey with us as we tour each program and get to know the staff who provide trusting adult relationships to the young people we support. The last time I was in my office here at Minneapolis Avenues, I overheard a young person on their phone as they were walking down the hall, and they were saying, "No, I haven't left yet. I'm still at home." And it made me so happy to know that it feels like home to that youth. That is what we do at Avenues. We give young people who need one a home. I understand that many of you are extremely busy, and so I want to invite you to make a gift now. Our goal is to raise $25,000 today. Your support ensures that more than 300 young people experiencing homelessness will have the trusted adult who believes in them, helping them along their journey. I know that times are tough for everyone. Please give as generously as you can, and together we will give young people who need one a home. I want to thank you so much for joining us today and for supporting youth. I want to thank our sponsors for making this event possible. And now, friends, it is time to wake up with some beautiful words from Joe Davis, a local spoken word artist who believes in youth experiencing homelessness. Thank you.
Hello, friends. Thank you so much for joining us at Building on Dreams, a breakfast in bed event. And my name is Joe Davis. I am a poet, musician, and youth mentor living, working, and playing in North Minneapolis. And I'm super grateful to be joining Avenues for Youth because I'm incredibly inspired by the way they empower youth to take charge of their own journey, especially those who are experiencing homelessness, creating a pathway for them to thrive, right? That's what it's all about. And I know that just like Avenues for Youth, we are more resilient and stronger when we work together. And so I hope that these words that I have to offer you today through spoken word poetry will inspire you. We've each been called to this place, this time and this season. You may not yet know the rhyme or the reason. You may not feel, think, or believe in the same things I believe in, but we've been asked to show up. Show up wherever you are from. You can come here to be free. Bring your full selves, both your head and your heart, your hands and your feet, and anything and everything infinitely beyond individuality or sexuality, gender, race, age, or ability. We all have the ability to be. Without you, I am incomplete. Without you, there is no we. I need you not just to survive, but to thrive, to come fully awake and alive with potential and possibility. Joining me at the table, for it is wide and there's lots of food to eat. So show up and be fed and feed others, satiating a different kind of hunger, fueling the fire in our bellies. No matter what journey you're on, where you've been or what you've done, all will be well when we're all welcome to laugh, cry, dance, right, breathe, and bleed into the margins and follow the call to the frost reaches of who we are. Whether you run, walk, crawl, even if you fall, we fall in love. But just show up. Show up to answer the call to justice, to transform both the soul and the bodily world the soul inhabits. Show up with all your awkwardness and bad habits. Show up with your doubts and questions, knowing here you can ask them. Show up with your wounds and your scars. We all have baggage. But know that together, we can unpack it. This is no mistake. You were not here by accident. You were here to share the stories of your sacred passage. You are the only you that ever has been. You are not the magician. You are the magic. So show up to this place here where there is no grace period. There's only grace, period. Bring your fears and insecurities. Let us marvel in the mystery. Let us listen each other to life with a deep, holy listening. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? That's the sound of the genuine within you, the spirit stirring near you. But if you don't show up, how can anyone hear you? Show up, even if you don't know for certain. You may have the truth and healing for which this world is searching. In this grand universe, we are but small workers with a big purpose because of our hearts widening the circle, hearts that are broken, hearts that are open, so a little light can shine through, a little hope for the hopeless. Wherever you go, simply know the spirit of this place goes with you. So go. Ready with sleeves rolled up, always growing, never fully grown up. Ready with all your heart, mind, body, and soul, simply to show up. Yeah. So we're all in this thing together, just trying to do our best, trying to show up in whatever ways we can to support each other, and particularly supporting our youth who need us right now. And we know that they are inspiring, they are resilient, they are beautiful and powerful. We want to make more space for them to thrive. So please continue on with us in this journey. We're going to move on to our next stop, Minneapolis Avenue, Avenue's 21 bed shelter and transitional living program in North Minneapolis. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, peace and love.
Good morning. Welcome to Minneapolis Avenues, our home in North Minneapolis. Come on in. I am a youth support specialist here at Avenue. Every day I open this door for youth who need housing, resources, shelter. We are open 24/7, 365 days a year. Come on with me. And right here is our case manager's office. Hi, how are you? We work as a family with every young person here. This is our mom or auntie of the house, Miss Shanika.
I am Miss Shanika. I am considered the mom of the house or the auntie of the house, but I am also, my main role is I am the program manager of our North Minneapolis shelter. So I would love for you to come and take a walk with me and to see exactly what's happening and what we're doing during this time in this pandemic. So, when young people, when they come into Avenues, one of the things that we are making sure that we're doing as they first come into the house, the first thing that a young person has to do, or any of our staff, is make sure that they have to wash their hands, and that is the first thing. So we have a sign that is visible so they know exactly what needs to happen. And this is because we're trying to minimize the risk of the COVID. And so in order to do that, you have to wash your hands. So not only do you need to wash your hands, we also make sure that you have your mask. That is more important than anything besides washing your hands. Here is our washing station for our young people. And so they come on in. They say you should do the ABCs all the way to Z. Lather it all up, because we know that hand washing literally will minimize and decrease the spread of germs. That's what we want everybody to do when they are entering Avenues. And so not only with that, we are also practicing our social distancing. So we're making sure that everybody as possible are staying 6 feet away from each other. But even in the midst of that, my youth support specialists, they make sure that they're taking care of the needs of the house, of our young people. And this is where our 3 nutritious meals takes place. So we cook breakfast in here, we cook lunch in here, we cook dinner in here. And in the midst of cooking all of that in here, we also make sure that we have some fun while we're doing it. So here is our dining room, and this is where literally activities happen. We're able to eat here, play here, laugh here, you name it, it happens in this dining room area here. Because one of the things we want to make sure that even though the pandemic is happening, that we still have to make sure that we're taking care of our youth physically and mentally. And so making sure that the social aspects of our young persons are still taken care of as well. And so one of the things that are still happening while this pandemic is going on is youth work. And so when we say youth work, that means that we're having fun. And so we have young people from playing video games to watching movies to like literally playing music. I would definitely show you the computer lab in regards to our weight room and everything else that's happening while we're here at Avenues. And so we don't want to take that aspect away when we're serving our young people. Again, come take a journey with me. Let's go down to our recreational room. And downstairs, here is our recreational room. This is where our computer lab is. And so our young people are able to look for like housing, jobs, just any resources that we know that they're going to need on their next journey of life. There's also fun down here. We have our pool table that's down here. Our young people call it our punching bag that's here. We have our community meetings when we're able to have them. Right now, because of the social distancing, we're not having as many meetings as we would like to. But if they want to sit here, do homework, or do anything that they need to do to make it feel like they're still within their community in which they live. Over here, we have our weight room. And that's something that our young people are able to do for their physical support and well-being. All right, let me take you to our Youth Advocate Engagement Specialist office. Her name is Makeda.
Hi, how are you? Hello, everyone. My name is Makeda. Here at Avenues, I am the Youth Advocate and Engagement Specialist. Our number one focus point here is breaking the homeless cycle, yet there are many variables that go into doing that. We like to meet our youth where they are. Due to the COVID, a lot of things have changed for our youth. Not so much in case management, but just also dealing with anxieties on top of anxieties. Here, we like to stay more integrated with the 9 evidence-based principles and also implementing strength-based guidance along with case management.
Until next time,
have fun on your next stop.
bye! Black man, your father, his father, and their fathers, taking from the motherland, stripped from their women and children, shipped over to foreign land, shackled together, forced to work for the white man, clothed, fed, and raised their children, never to see home again. Black man, whipped, beaten, belittled, emotionally and mentally broken, spiritually strengthened, forced to watch his children conditioned to brokenness. We went from crowns to cages, thrones to scraps and bones. When I look at us now, all I see is broken homes, continuing a cycle that was never our own. But who's to blame? Who can we leave in shame? The pink-skinned man who stripped us of our names? When will white people understand? We didn't ask to be brought to stolen land. Build and create stuff by hand on the strength of our backs. While you lazy white people kick back and enjoy life. I'm sorry, I can only see wrong. There is nothing right. And y'all wonder why the black man can't get emotionally and mentally right. It's like removing the stars from the night, expecting the galaxy to function as if they didn't just lose their light. It's like removing the wings from a plane, expecting it to take flight. Try removing ink from a pen. Do you think it'll write? Imagine being taken from your home. Wait, where is your home? What do y'all own? Y'all sit back on these imaginary thrones, sipping from cups of gold as if the world is yours. But it's time. It's time y'all break y'all backs for the stuff y'all lack. I don't want to hear no complaining, forget all of that. I understand, I'm not talking to the ones that are innocent. It's not your fault you share the same skin. I do recognize the differences in y'all responses. But with that being said, some stuff, it gets complicated. But back to the black man. The kings of the motherland. The leaders of all generations. The main example for our children. Black man. I know you're hurting, scarred, and broken. But black man, here's a black woman at your side. Ready to ease your mind, ready to fight for your rights, ready to claim what's mine, what's ours. Black man, it's time to rise again. If not for our legacy, do it for our children, because they're our future black men. They need a clear path to follow, so our people won't fall again. Black man, you are amazing. Black man, you are strong. Black man, your blood runs thick through veins whose ancestors didn't die in vain. Black man, you don't need validation. Your life isn't a reflection of some bougie hotel, restaurant, or country club. Black man, be just that, a black man. Who are you? Who do you want to be? Are you a part of the lies plastered on the TV screens? They call us thugs. They call us murderers. But that's not where we begin, and that is not where we end. Do you know what it means to be born of royalty? The real meaning of kings and queens. We have been called savages, wild, less than, and the minority. They have tried for centuries to strip us of our identity. I am black. I am excellent. I am strong. I am royal. I am intelligent. I am powerful. I am gentle. I am civil. I am that I say I am. We don't speak those things as though they were, but as though they are. Who are you? Who do you want to be? Know that you are free. Know that you have the ability and power to be whatever your mind can fathom. Black man, let's not point the finger at just the white man. Let's take responsibility for our actions. Yes, we lost our way. They knew our worth. Now it's time for us to remember our worth. It's time to teach our people how to stand again, how to build, how to love, how to fight for who we are. We are free. We are strong. We just have to believe it. Black man, thank you.
All right, so good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Brooklyn Avenues. So this is the computer lab that we have for the youth here at Brooklyn Avenues. We do have 3 computers here for them, and this is the area that they can come do their schoolwork, do research, and just look up what they need to here. Any projects that they have that they need these resources, this is where they're able to do that. Coming up around the corner here, this is our living kind of hangout area here for the youth. This is where they're able to kind of intermingle with each other here, hang out, watch movies, watch TV, kind of talk, get to know each other a little bit, play games, things like that, and just relax and have a good time. We like to feature some of the things that our youth is doing, and right now I just want to show you guys the youth art gallery here. And we have a couple pieces here by one of our youth who's just going to explain to you guys kind of his thought process on making these, and just kind of tell you guys kind of what's going on in his world right now. So go ahead, how about you tell us a little bit about how you came up with this artwork and kind of what went through your head while you were doing this.
Well, I was just trying to do it because art was like something that I learned when I was little, so I mean anytime that I feel like doing it, so I just do it. Mostly it's nice to not do art.
And which one of these would you say, what was your favorite piece making here? Which one? This one right here? Why was this your favorite? Kind of tell me what's going on here, how you kind of created this one.
No, because now me growing up in Africa, I was seeing those animals, so I like it mostly. So.
Gotcha. So you growing up in Africa, kind of this is your tribute to Africa, and this is kind of embodies that.
Yeah. You know, when the sun goes down, I was supposed to do like a big fire animal, like lions, giraffes, something like that, but it was like
It's just kind of how it goes. Like that's the start of the day, like the middle.
And it's like the bedtime for the animals.
The animals are gonna start resting, and then we're not.
Birds trying to get the tree resting.
Birds trying to get in the tree, and then nightfall.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Awesome. So that, guys, sums up the tour here at Brooklyn Avenues. I thank you so much for joining me along this tour. I hope you guys enjoyed and were able to just kind of see what we do here. And I'm going to pass you guys off to your next stop. Thank you so much.
Good morning, and welcome to the Camden Avenues stop on your Avenues journey. Some of you may be unfamiliar with Camden Avenues. This is the office space for Connect, Abule, and Young Families program. And it's also the drop-in center space for LGBTQI youth. Let's come take a look. So this is the drop-in space for LGBTQI youth. We use this space also for training prospective hosts in the Connect Host Home program and other community events, but it is reserved solely for LGBTQI youth experiencing housing instability or homelessness on Tuesdays from 2:30 until 5 p.m. Here's an activities board. Some activities have been yoga classes, self-defense classes, movie nights, zine classes. All the programming is youth determined and driven. There's some artwork from some of the young folks. We've got a small library. There's a little media area for video games. We've got a bunch of art supplies for young folks, some board games. Young folks can also come to learn more about what resources are available to them. So learn about outreach workers, drop-in centers, food shelves, what housing and shelter options are out there as well. Rosie, the youth advocate and engagement specialist, is here to hang out, make art, and also provide resources and support for young folks. During the trainings for hosts, we go over certain topics such as trauma and resiliency, positive youth development, anti-racism and white privilege training, We also go over transgender and gender 101 as well. This is in hopes of creating an affirming space for all young folks to be their whole selves when they come into host home. LGBTQI youth are 120% more likely to experience homelessness than their straight and cisgender peers. They also experience higher levels of adversity in their lives, both out in the community and in home. So culturally responsive programming is incredibly important, and that's a big part of why this drop-in center exists. Next up on your Avenues journey is Miss Elaine to talk about the Young Families Program.
Hi everybody, I am Elaine Woods and I'm the program manager for Avenues Young Families Program, Our Future. And I just wanted to say hello and welcome you to our Building on Dreams program, our virtual program. This is the first time we've done this. I wanted to share a little bit about our program. We have 12 slots, scatter site apartments. And we can serve ages 18 through 24, and we provide them with 1 year of a subsidy. And in that program, we also, provide supportive, intensive services with our case manager, who comes in and offers information on education, training programs for a changing career. We also help with parenting skills. We also help with just kind of life skills, like just paying bills, financial assistance, health and wellness. A lot of people forget how mental health affects a lot of young families. So we do offer all of those services, and we're just there to lend a hand, just to listen. With this COVID-19 virus, a lot of our young families was just really, really depressed and sad because they had to stay in. But, we was there. We was offering supportive, supplies and everything for our young families. So we just want to thank you for everything that you have done. And also, we just wanted to just kind of talk about our strength base. One of them is through our 9 principles at Avenues and the resilience that these young peoples have. So we just wanted to just kind of talk on that for a little bit in our holistic approach. You have to be real with some of these young people, because if you're not real right now, you're not going to build that relationship. We just want to say thank you. And, if you are interested in more things about our Young Families Program, we do have a brochure here, and I can send you, and it talks a little bit about, our program and what it entails. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so very much from me and the young families. Take care.
Hello everyone, and welcome to your last stop of Building on Dreams. My name is Seema G. Pothany, and as a former board president and longtime supporter of Avenues, I want to personally thank you for investing your time and support today into youth who experience homelessness. You just watched so many people, including youth and staff, who make Avenues successful. But supporters like you keep the doors open. You are needed and appreciated, and I thank you so much for joining us. I'm speaking to you as someone who has always had housing. I will never know the magnitude of what it feels like for the 6,000 youth in Minnesota on any given night who don't have stable housing. But what I do know is the strong feeling of love, acceptance, and hope that greets visitors to Avenues each day. Something I have always valued in my life is the sense of family, even if no direct relation. That sense of family is what I felt the first time I visited Avenues over a decade ago, and that inclusiveness extended to my then preschool-aged son, who had joined me for a meeting at the home. He watched wide-eyed at the youth playing basketball outside, and his smile exploded when they asked him to join them. These youth made him feel welcomed and accepted in a place where they felt welcomed and accepted. That brief interaction had a lasting impact on him, and for the past 12 years, we never visit Avenues empty-handed. I have 2 inspired children who organize in-kind drives in our community for new, colorful bath towels and large bottles of body wash. We arrive at Avenues several times a year with a car full of items to donate, and we leave with a full heart from everyone we encountered during our visit. My children and I know that bath towels, body wash, and warm wishes won't end youth homelessness. We do what we do so that the amazing folks at Avenues can continue to do what they do best and not have to worry about funding or purchasing supplies. Staff can continue to serve youth each day while also advocating policy initiatives regarding housing stability for all Minnesotans. They can also continue to work on dismantling systemic institutional barriers that impact youth homelessness. Avenue's goal today is to raise $25,000, and I know that we can do this together. If we each give $25 per month, we will collectively provide a steady stream of support that keeps our doors open and our programs going. Or a one-time gift of any amount helps provide critical care during a critical time. Your donation will provide so much and will free up other resources. Your support is needed especially now. COVID-19 restrictions are an annoyance for so many, but for youth experiencing homelessness, it's an added danger to the uncertainty they already experience. This virus has exposed demographic inequities in our systems, especially in housing, health, and education. Despite the pandemic, Avenues is here for youth experiencing homelessness, so I urge you to be there for them too. Make your donation by clicking on the donation link in the chat or by going to avenuesforyouth.org. In addition, I hope you can take time to share what you've learned about Avenues and their amazing programs to others, with the hope of inspiring people in your network, no matter their age, to become supporters as well, in any way they can. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking a journey with Avenues today. Please stay safe, healthy, and know that you are appreciated so much. Thank you.
Avenues is a homeless youth shelter. We start there, so our first 30 days you're in our shelter program, and then after our 30 days you have 18 months to stay with us in our transitional living program. The mission of Avenues is really just to partner with young people, not to walk in front of, not to walk behind, literally walk side by side with our young people as they try to achieve their dreams. What does homelessness look like? It looks just like you and me. You would never know until they walk in your office door and you have a chance to talk with them and you hear their story. You have quite a few homeless young people walking around just trying to blend in. Having the right funds and resources gives our young people the true opportunity to truly dream and really dream big. With the community support, we have everything covered for them. The only thing they have to do is be and dream.
Alaris loves Avenues. We're a proud sponsor of Building on Dreams.
Hi, my name is Reed Harris, co-lead of the Johnson & Johnson Care with Pride program. Whether in the office, out on the street, or home here in bed, we champion a message of love, equality, and care for the LGBTQIA community. And we are proud to sponsor Building on Dreams.
Good morning. My name is Godson Soa, former board president of Avenues for Homeless Youth. We at EY, Ernst & Young, are so proud to be supporters of Avenues and the Building on Dreams breakfast event. We believe in building a better working world, and that's why we're so happy to be part of this event. Thank you and have a wonderful breakfast.
Lori's Brooklyn Park Subaru loves Avenues and is a proud sponsor of Building on Dreams.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our Comcast table. We're so happy that you were able to join us today as we support and celebrate such an awesome community partner in Avenues for Youth. Thank you again for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the breakfast.
Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Kay.
And I'm Chris.
And we're the No Place Like Home team at RE/MAX Results. We're proud to be sponsoring Building on Dreams at Avenues for Youth because we believe every youth should have a home.
Thank you for joining us.